It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to Denver. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by one bucket.
There's no other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
They also committed a lot of mistakes while their opponent was extremely disciplined.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are, but we also know that turnovers remain their Achilles heel. Now, Steve Kerr says sometimes the game comes too easy for our guys. They think they can do anything. We just have to keep it simple. The simple leads to the spectacular. And as the simple reporter, I send it back to the spectacular Kevin Harlan.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
So Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Suns, Booker and Ariza filling out the wings. Anderson is out there with Ayton. And it's Cannon in at the point.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Cannon kicks to Anderson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Booker outside. Over Thompson. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Curry. Got a piece of it. Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. He tries for three. Isaiah Cannon, and that's good. Cannon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Thompson right side. Over Booker, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry.
The advantage of having a point guard you can trust. Steph Curry has one thing in mind: how can we score?
Here's Cannon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. There's a screen. Stolen by Thompson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant against Ariza. Jones in the post. Misses from short range.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Ariza passes to Cannon. He kicks to Booker. And there's the pass to Ayton. In the corner, Cannon with it. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Now, here's Thompson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Thompson with it. Defended by Booker. Count it.
Good read by Clay. You get the sense he can do this anytime he wants.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Cannon kicks to Ayton. Back to Cannon. Pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Green. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ariza against Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
KD has always been a tough cover because of his size at the 3 spot.
Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. For 3, Booker. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Curry attacking. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Great concentration from Stephen Curry to be able to stay on balance after the bump.
And Steph Curry, Steve, the #1 selling jersey in the league for the last 3 consecutive seasons. For all the attention, he seems remarkably unaffected.
Just the way he was raised. A great family. His father, Dale, played in the NBA, but made the kids work for things they wanted. It's not an act with Steph. It's just who he is.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Thompson right side. Over Booker. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
The Suns leading. Cannon dishes to Booker. In the corner, Cannon with it. Lobbed up there for Booker. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Thompson is lightning quick in the open floor. Terrific at running the court from end to end.
Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Some stats for Curry. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Here's Cannon. Here's Booker. Anderson, a screen on Durant. For three, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Curry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Denver.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Here's Cannon. Kicks to Ayton. Back to Cannon. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Durant. 20 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Thompson misses.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
And Durant sends it back.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Now here's Anderson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Cannon kicks to Ayton. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Green, the screen. 6 to shoot. Thompson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. There's the pick, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. 5th in blocks, 6th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Now, here's Warren. His last outing, 16 points for him. Over Durant. Warren, good. Warren's got his first bucket in this one. The Warriors trail.
This Warriors super team drawing comparisons to the teams of the past. Michael Jordan's Bulls, the Showtime Lakers, the same buzz in the building when they come to play.
Here's Curry. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 7.
If you're the defense, you have to respect Stephen Curry off picks. He doesn't need much room, just an inch, and he'll fire.
The dish to Booker. Chandler up top, defended by Bell. It's stolen by Bell. Unloads, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead. And Smitty, some argue that this Warriors team is the best of all time. Some heated debates.
The Warriors players wise to sidestep those questions. They're focused on the now, dominate the teams in front of them, and keep winning championships.
And the Suns call time. we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Pass to Warren. Puts it up from 12. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Chandler a screen. Shot to stop the run. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry passes to Durant. And that's going to be a travel. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Phoenix.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
They set the pick. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
The first one falls.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Aiden, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having 2 young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
Well, finances may be the only thing that can slow down the Warriors. Those star contracts place them way above the salary cap. Big luxury taxes are on the horizon.
And the basket by Curry.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
This is to Booker. Jackson setting the pick here for Booker. Stolen by Durant. On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And by some estimates, Smitty, the Warriors may spend about $500 million in luxury tax by the end of 2021.
A cash crunch. Whether it's the new arena in San Francisco, seat licenses, they're looking at every avenue to foot the bill.
And you can see that Durant has an incredible drive. He wants to be an all-time legend when it's all said and done.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Warriors leading by 10. Livingston kicks to Curry.
The Warriors have 3 elite scorers, but in the half court, Steph Curry is the key. It all starts with his ability to break down the D, get into the lane, and create for his teammates.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good by Curry.
As we know, Steph's one of the game's most accurate shooters. He's part of the 50-40-90 club.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns trail by 12. Okobo guarded by Kerr. The pass to Warren. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Steve, you think about Curry inside. How about his finishing? I mean, just amazing.
A shot maker, not just a shooter. Whether it's pull-ups, floaters, English off the glass, he's high efficiency without being a high flyer.
Pass to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer. Already a 6-footer in middle school.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Steve, Kevin Durant has talked about how he fits in with the Warriors, both on the court and in the locker room.
Well, he gets his shots within the flow, doesn't have to force it as much. And Stephen Curry, the face of the franchise, that allows KD to just focus on basketball.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Durant hits them both. Suns trail by 12. Outside Warren. Chandler a screen. Warren the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Booker.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Pass to Looney. Nice D from Warren.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Warriors leading by 10. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. In the corner, Bell with it. He dishes it to Livingston. Over Booker. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
It's deflected, and they get it back. Warren, good. One second left. Got it!
Yes,
He
indeed.
got it! What a shot!
Concentration.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. Back right after this. Devin Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate, Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
We've got your red coat. Livingston is out there with Cook. And it's Durant. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And here's Warren for 3. They get it again. Count it. And the Warrior lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Chandler.
Oh, Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Jerebko the screen. Durant against Jackson. Durant kicks it to Looney. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Cook. Again, Golden State.
That's where it starts, for sure. At the defensive end, comebacks are always triggered by aggressive D, and that was anything but aggressive there.
Chandler trying to free himself up. No good from Booker.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Here's Cook. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Okobo defended by Jerebko. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here's Livingston. They set the pick. Here's Cook. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 13. Right side Warren. And it's denied. Now the Warriors moving it up. Durant's got the ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 17.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. And stolen by Booker. Okobo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Durant, the pass to Cook. Over Jackson. No good off the front iron.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharp-shooting team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jones checked in for Looney. Green comes in for Jerebko. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Klay Thompson in for Shaun Livingston. Steve, in today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant, because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable to be able to shoot contested shots. Not like we did back in the day. You would just move it and try to get a better shot.
Here is Cook from deep. The shot that time, not on target.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Cannon dishes to Warren. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Warren's got 5 points now in the quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Jones kicks to Cook. Golden State moving the ball around. Jackson against Thompson. Over Jackson. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
Any shot is within Thompson's range. One of the purest shooters we have in this league.
And the Suns call time. Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve, but What impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
He's checked in for T.J. Warren.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Coming off a terrific season, 7th in assists, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
That's good from Jackson. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that Thunder game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
He misses the free throw. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, and in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Here's Cannon. Anderson the screen. Here's the screen. Here's Cannon. Passes it to Ariza. Ayton with it, working on Jones.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Suns trail by 13. Here's Cannon. Pass to Ariza. Here's Ayton, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Ayton's got 8.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Iguodala, the pass to Green. kicks to Cook. Green, the screen. The baseline J. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Pass to Cannon. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Draymond has such a gorgeous touch. Always nice to see the big man sink the floater.
Suns trail by 13. Cannon gets to Ariza. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Phoenix, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Cook. And that one falls for Cannon.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Green. Up top, Curry. No good off the back of the rim. Suns trail by 10. There's Cannon with the three. Traps in the tray. Cannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Curry with it. He's got 15. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Jones goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jones has got his first points of the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cannon kicks to Anderson. Pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Jackson setting the pick here for Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Phoenix shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. Bell is checked in for Golden State. And he's good on the second. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
And here is Curry after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. Curry passes to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Iguodala's drive. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And the D was right in Iggy's jersey, but he is so crafty in terms of how he finishes these drives to the bucket.
Cannon kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Ariza. Here's Jackson. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 10. They get a hand on it. Outside Jackson. And the pass to Cannon. Out to the right wing. There's a good screen. Buries it down low. Cannon's got 11 points.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 20 points.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Here's Cannon. 11 points in the game. Kicks it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Outside, Green. Back to Thompson. And Jackson with the block.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Anderson the screen. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
The first free throw is good. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Jordan Bell. Jerebko comes in for Green. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Good on both.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Curry kicks to Jerebko. They set the pick. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
And check out the numbers for Devin Booker. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And this is what Curry does best. He is just a tenacious scorer who just destroys opponents. His offensive arsenal is amazing.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Booker.
This is what your spacing is designed to do, find cracks in the defense.
Now here's Livingston. Pass to Looney. And Curry has it in the corner. A baseline J. Again, Golden State.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
Booker dishes to Ariza. Tipped away. Stolen by Durant. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Warren's checked in for Phoenix.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Curry.
What a family of shooters the Currys are. Dell, Seth, Steph, they can all shoot the lights out, but if they have a family three-point contest, I think I'd have to go with this man here. I think I'm going with Steph.
Now, here's Warren. 11 points in the game. Over Jerebko, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Outside Curry. They double team Curry. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. the ball. Looney passes to Curry. The tray knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
And that concludes the first half. Warriors lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 30 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Great half from Steph Curry. He may be a little guy, but his toughness is underrated. Has a great skill, the shooting range, the swag, but also goes hard to the rim. Doesn't dunk a lot, but he will also set solid screens. He's more physical than people think.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Curry has been sensational.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
You see the defense trying to make an adjustment, but it's hard when he's hitting from that far away.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. On the court for the Suns, Booker and Ariza filling out the wings. Ayton is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Cannon in at the point guard position. Anderson, a screen on Curry. Here's Cannon, and the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Warriors leading by 12. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside, Jones. Golden State moving it around.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator, really sees the entire floor.
And here are the Suns now. Anderson outside. Knocks it loose. To the paint. Pass to Cannon. Anderson, a screen on Curry. Just 5 on the clock. And Cannon gets it to go.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Left side Curry. Outside Durant. No good with the triple.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Ariza kicks to Cannon. Anderson outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Golden State on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Anderson with the screen for Ariza. 4 on the clock. Over Durant.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
Here's Green. Outside for Durant. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. They'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anderson with the ball. Now Green defending. Anderson kicks to Booker. Anderson with the screen for Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. No good from Booker.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Booker. With the fadeaway. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 12. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Igor Kokoshkov wants a timeout here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 4th, Klay Thompson.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Anderson against Green. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Cannon, how he did last season. Put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Green, the screen. And Curry, the bucket on the assist by Thompson. 33 points for Steph Curry.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here. You know, Klay Thompson has the perfect mentality for a shooter. No fear, no conscience. Just routine, repetition, and a hunger to be great.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Cannon, the pass to Anderson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Here's Cannon, guarded by Kerr. Cannon kicks to Booker. To the paint, just 5 on the clock. And there it is for him. That's 12 points for DeAndre Ayton. And Smitty Thompson not easily distracted when he's shooting.
Well, growing up, he used to shoot all day in the rain. His dad played for the Blazers. Whatever his surroundings, he finds that calm in the storm.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Now here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Get the best shot you can get. Draymond active in the paint.
Suns trail by 14. Cannon the pass to Anderson. Ayton sets the pick for Anderson. A nice shot by Booker.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
And here is Durant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Off the pick, Durant attacking, and then Durant with the dunk.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcase right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
Cannon kicks to Anderson. Ayton sets the pick for Anderson. There's a good screen. Back to Cannon. From 18 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his third rebound on the night. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Draymond Green credits his upbringing in Saginaw, Michigan for his toughness, Steve.
He comes from a long line of people who love to talk. On the playgrounds in Michigan, you have to back it up. So he was always determined to earn respect by winning, no matter what.
He's off on the first.
Well, Steph Curry is the face of the Warriors franchise, but you ask around, Draymond Green is the leader in that locker room. He's vocal, plays with an attitude, and his competitive spirit rubs off on the whole team.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Phoenix also making some changes. Warren comes in for Anderson, and it's Jackson in for Cannon. Well, Green really the heart and soul of this Warriors team.
He brings an edge and a toughness that they need. The others are more quiet. He's not afraid to challenge anyone. That's just his nature.
Warriors leading by 12. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Curry.
This has been a pleasure to watch. The rhythm he has in his game right now, the ease with which he's able to release these shots from beyond the arc. The defense just has no answer for him. And if he's going to continue to make threes like he has, KD bar the door.
Here is Cook. He's got 6. They set the screen. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Cook kicks to Iguodala. Clock at 4. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Warren. Booker outside. Ariza sets a screen for Booker. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Suns now. Ariza passes to Jackson. Kicks it out to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. And Iguodala comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Golden State with it. Warriors leading by 12. Durant, the pass to Iguodala. And stolen by Ariza. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Jackson's got 5.
And that's an area of strength for Jackson, his ability to score in the paint. He's got a multitude of ways to get that ball in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Booker. He's got 21. They set the pick. Ayton dishes to Jackson. And the wide open shot from Warren. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Durant against Ariza. Durant kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen on Jackson. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. Iguodala's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, all eyes on Clay. Great scorer, but also able to beat you with the pass.
The drive by Booker. Again, Phoenix.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Cook, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Cook. Passes to Durant. Green, the screen. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Cook. And that's now 24 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Thompson with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. It's Ariza on the wing. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Iguodala. Last season's performance for him averaged about 6 points a game last season. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles. Carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Timeout called the Warriors. Changes for Golden State. Looney comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Quinn Cook. On defense, Phoenix. It's an 18-point game. The screen from Thompson. Livingston passes to Green. There's the pick. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 5th, Kevin Durant.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Free throw good, Green.
The 2017 Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond's biggest advancements have really come on the offensive end.
Both free throws good from Green.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Now here's Ariza. He has 5. Shot to stop the run, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Golden State. The Suns have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Ariza. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Warren against Durant. Outside, Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the 2nd youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
Ariza goes in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, here's Green. He's got 10. For the 3, and another 3 for Golden State. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are 2 things that you don't lose with age.
Here's Warren. He's got 13. Okobo. He's covered by Livingston. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. He has 6.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Now the pass to Looney. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Yep, it counts. And that's 17 points for Klay Thompson.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Jackson. Warren on the wing. Jackson setting the pick here for Warren. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
The Warriors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jerebko comes in for Green, and Curry subbed in for Thompson. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Ariza. Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. .27 seconds left in the third quarter. Warren against Durant. Clock at 6. Off the screen.
And I just love how Durant goes so hard on the defensive side, making an effort to alter as many shots as possible.
Curry on the wing. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 38 points.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bell is out there with Jerebko, and there's Livingston. Then it's Curry, and it's McKinney in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Anderson with the screen for Bender. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Love seeing Bender work off the screen. Just so adept at reading defenders and capitalizing on their mistakes.
Jerebko the screen. Curry kicks to McKinney. Back to Curry. Launches a three. And another three for Golden State.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Bridges misses. The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. They set the screen. Pass to McKinney. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Daniels. Livingston, no luck. The Suns shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Bridges dishes to Daniels. Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. Here's Bender, and he's good on the three ball.
That's the kind of confidence Bender has in himself, ready to fire as soon as he gets the ball in his hand.
Livingston passes to Jerebko. There's the feed to Curry. Phoenix grabs the miss. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Cannon kicks to Bridges. There's the pick. Anderson outside. Another three for Phoenix.
How about the quickness of that release from Anderson on that triple? What a quick trigger. And to have a big man with his kind of accuracy from deep, it's a nice weapon to have.
Here's Livingston. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Bridges passes to Daniels. That three off the mark.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Down low. Here's Bell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside, knows he can get it done from there.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. West has been the dominant conference of late. It's been that way for a while, but out east, Steve, we're seeing the development of some great young rosters.
Yeah, over time, and obviously you see the balance of conferences go one way or other. When you have teams that just dominate and win championship, usually you'll see that lopsidedness, and that's in the West right now. But on the East, I mean, that team, the Boston Celtics, we all can say if they're healthy, they got a chance to be in that conversation. You love the youth of the Philadelphia 76ers. And in Milwaukee, they need to add another player to go with Giannis, and they'll have a chance to be talked about as well.
Good overview. And Dragan Bender out of Croatia, the 4th overall pick in 2016. How good do you think, Greg, he can become?
You know, at 7'1", he can shoot it from range, but until he adds more dimensions to his game offensively, defensively, he's going to struggle to be much more than a complimentary player.
And the free throw, no good.
Shaun Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Jerebko with it, out guarded by Bender. 5 on the clock. Over Crawford. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter. Evans against Crawford. There's the dish to Bender. Feeds it to Anderson. And yes, it's good.
Nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Back to Livingston. Iguodala against Crawford. Iguodala kicks to Bell, and it's Evans in the corner. Lays it up off the glass.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Daniels passes to Bender. Anderson the screen. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 10 points for Dragan Bender.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Livingston kicks to Bell. Passes to Evans. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jamal Crawford picks one up. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, you know, these numbers, and players look around, and you know the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Cook, he's checked in for Shaun Livingston. Second free throw, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. From 13, Bridges misses.
Way too much defensive pressure for him to get up a clean look.
Iguodala against Bridges. The drive by Iguodala makes it off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kicks to Bender. Chandler a screen. Okobo. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The pass to Jerebko. to Cook. They set the pick. He kicks to Bell. Over Chandler. Offensive rebound. Bell passes to Evans. Poke loose. And it's Cook missing.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Jerebko the screen. Cook kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Jerebko, and it's Evans in the corner. Beyond the arc. Bridges with the board.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Dishes it to Crawford. Pass to Bender. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Chandler a screen. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
Crawford against Evans. Jerebko the screen. Evans a screen on Bridges. On the wing, Iguodala. Defended by Bridges. Puts it up. Iguodala no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that were resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Here is Cook. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist from Cook. Cook's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
Chandler a screen to the middle. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the middle. Over to the wing. There's the three. Bender, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And there's the call on Chandler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think that the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. You know, I think they're getting it right.
Outside Warren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now Livingston. 1:58 left in the fourth. Passes it to Jerebko. Back to Livingston.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
His fourth, third team. Substitution on the field.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Screen by Jones. Inside, Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 29 points for Kevin Durant. The Suns shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Anderson passes to Ariza. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. Anderson can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
What you like about his approach at the offensive end today, once he got into a rhythm, he stayed focused. That's why the points just kept coming.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
The pass to Ariza. Booker against Thompson. Ariza, a screen on Curry. Here's Cannon. Ariza has the open look. Connects from three-point range.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Pushing the point guard, force them into different situations, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
You can get it's smelling like a megaphone in the coupe, going into an extra zone in the booth, flowing into the headphones, a microphone in the news. Poems approve, I'm the best to